Hello, everybody. Hi, Becca.
Hi.
Hi, Sean. Nice to have
Hello.
you. Glad you're here.
Hello.
Got
Thank
some
you.
good
Nice
to
to be here.
talk about. Okay, let's get on
Good
it.
to be here.
Becca, how's the week going for Brendan?
So far so good. Last I heard from him was Sunday, so it's been a few days, but I'm sure he's doing fine as far as everything's going.
Well, I don't even see anybody here, but guess what? There it is. My letter to Brendan. 3 pages. I'm going to seal it just like this. Put my little stamp on it. Brendan, you're going to meet me through the letter. You're gonna meet me. Oh, there.
Cool.
I'm really actually very proud of myself. Not that I did it, but that I did it, because I thought it was gonna be a lot harder. Like when I was hearing Jinx talk today, I was like, geez, that's exactly what I sounded like. I sounded like I'm scared to do it. Once I started writing and I said, hi, Brendan, this is Linda. I do a show with Becca. I wrote you a poem. I do paintings. I have 2 daughters and 2 granddaughters. And it just flowed. I mean, I could have probably wrote 3 more pages of it, but I thought, let's keep it short, sweet. I asked him to write me back and I gave him my address. So I think I did it right. Hi, Jinky. Hi, Mose. Hi, Alice. Hi, Dark Side. We have Sean Wizard. Very nice to see you, sir. How you doing, Gov?
I'm not too bad, Mrs. Pleased to be back. Glad to see you, crew.
Oh, it's nice to have
Lovely
you.
as ever.
Well, I think we'll let Becca talk and get our Brendan Weekly thing out.
Yeah, I'll need a couple of minutes to get my brain together so that I can.
And then we'll come out with your news. So go ahead, Becca. It's yours. Hi, Jax. Hi, Radical Girl. Yeah, I'll do that too.
Yeah, so this week I decided to do I had a blank on her name. She's
oh my God, Val.
Michelle Vernon.
Yeah,
Michelle Vernon's suggestion. Yeah, her suggestion of interesting facts. So this week, Be Brendan Brave is going to be interesting facts. So if you have an interesting fact about you, about where you're from, about what you do, anything that you could think of, even if it's something random, like if you're into a hobby and you have an interesting fact about it, anything at all. Just, like if you're on Facebook. Huh?
I said how I decided to paint because I actually spilt my paint. That's how I found out how to do it. I was like, well, this is cool.
There you go. Like, that's actually really an interesting fact. I didn't know that.
Hi, Val. Haven't seen you in a long time. Hi, Sharon. Glad to see you guys. Hi, Michelle Sturzerger. I can't say your name, honey. I'm so sorry. I'm butcher names, so I'm very sorry. But anyway. So today, this week,
but
interesting facts, Michelle, you won. Interesting facts is what we're doing. Good deal. I like it.
Yeah. So, if you're on Facebook and you know how to find my posts, post it on there. If you're on Twitter, just go ahead and tweet it with Be Brendan Brave hashtag and I'll find it. And yeah. And of course, if anybody doesn't have anything interesting fact-wise or whatever, always a positive comment.
Are we maybe can we ask him an interesting fact, like of history or something? Does he?
Yeah, you can. You can ask him any question that you want, Linda, as long as it's not case related.
Right. Yeah. I would never do that. I would never do that.
Yeah.
Not at all. Everybody has trouble with
that. But yeah,
obscure.
But yeah, if you obscure facts too.
I was reading Michelle's comment. Jamie, oh my gosh, nice to see you. Hi, little Barb. She's the one that did our thumbnail tonight. And this right here behind me, if I can just maybe show me. Let's see. That right there is done by Rose and Miss Piggy.
Yeah.
from Twitter, Team Twitter, and I love it. And I finally got it to come on. So there we go. That's that. Oh, now look at that. We get to see whole views of us.
Yeah.
There's more of me. No. Don't need no more. Gosh, we got a nice crowd here. Thank you, Barb. I don't recall.
Barb,
Pregnant.
Jamie, Michelle, Cherie, Michelle Sturzaker, Joey Van Hart.
Oh, you said it right.
Sharon, hi darling.
You're in sunshine. To all of you guys.
Dark side.
Thank you. Very, very nice to see you. I'm so glad to see all of
Jinx.
you. We get new.
We ought to know you. We knew trouble would turn up sooner or later, didn't we?
Jinx. Hi, Margaret. Nice to see you.
Margaret.
Yeah. So, okay, Becca, did you talk to Brendan at all this week?
I haven't gotten an email from him, so no. But that happens.
Yeah. So I've noticed you've been doing some painting online.
Yeah.
And I really like them. I think your
you.
dragonflies are great. So that means you have more paintings for sale, which in the description is Etsy for. Check them out because all the proceedings go to Brendan and she does a great job. And if you like to see how she makes some of them, tune in to her on Facebook. If you're doing it on Facebook, correct?
I'm gonna try to do it eventually on YouTube once I figure out how to work YouTube.
Yeah, I can help you.
So
I can help you out.
but yeah, so far I've been mostly just on Facebook doing it.
Okay.
And it's just me farting around, like I'm not doing anything.
Okay. Well,
but yeah, you get to watch me make the painting, so I thought that was cool.
And I like that one with the dragonfly with the dripping paint. It turned out great. I like it a lot.
Someone bought that already. So
See?
Yeah.
See, don't take long, and they probably bought it before it even was dry.
Yeah, no, like it was gone pretty quickly. I was actually kind of like impressed by that. So, but that's great. The more that people buy them, and the more I can make more, and then the more money we can give to Brendan. And
that's right. It's all going for a good cause. That's for sure. I mean, exactly. And
absolutely.
In the description down below. I don't know where my super mod catnip is. She must have taken sick or something. But if one of you guys would, when Sean's talking, you're going to find in the description what he's talking about. And it's kind of exciting. So if Becca's got a few things more to say, we'll let her.
No, just to remind everybody to get those letters out to him. I'm actually interested in knowing like how many people did write to Brendan and answer his question from last week. So if you did do that and you sent it to him, go ahead and let me know in the chat.
I didn't.
Just out of my own, just out of my own curiosity to see if it, to see if anybody actually did it but that's what I have. Okay, well, and me, I just got this. Yay, I'm so happy. Yeah.
See, Jinxie,
I'm excited for him to get it.
I did it. I wrote to Brendan. It will be in the mail tomorrow morning.
Now, next person we need to get to write to him is Jinxie.
Yep. Because she felt the same way I did. I don't know what to say to him. I feel guilty. Because he, and you know what? The minute I said, "Hi, Brendan, this is Linda. I do a small YouTube thing with Becca." It just came. The rest just came out. I got 2 kids, I got 2 grandkids, I paint.
Once you start writing, you just bang. The difficult part is just get started. Pick up the pen and paper, and just say, "Dear Brendan," and let it go from there. Let it go.
What is that?
And
Michelle?
I also
somebody's playing a game with them, and is it notes and crosses?
Notes, tic-tac-toe, I think you call it in America. I said we call it in the UK, we call it noughts and crosses. Noughts and crosses. Do you know, like, tic-tac-toe, yeah?
Yeah, tic-tac-toe. Oh, I didn't know.
Postal tic-tac-toe, why not? Sure. Whatever keeps the interest going. Some people play chess by post.
See, I like that.
See,
to play tic-tac-toe.
That's an interesting.
It is.
Cool.
It's interesting.
Cool.
That's an interesting fact, though, that you could tell him about, is that it's called tic-tac-toe, but over there it's called that.
Yeah, because write that in the letter. That's
pen and paper. That's paper. That's a pen.
Yeah. The pen
What's
to
pen
the
and paper. That's paper, and that's a pen.
Pen and paper have changed the world. It'll certainly change Brendan's day. So,
not our world.
You know, that's a good thing. Okay, Sean, all yours. You just let her.
I would just like to take this opportunity on the lovely low budget Linda Productions TV to put forward an idea that has been dreamed up by me and another lunatic. And what we decided was that we wish to invite people to pick up those lovely piece of technology that they call a mobile phone, you know, telephone thingy. You speak to another person on the end of it, yeah. Takes a picture these days. So we want you to take your own picture, make your own video, very short, somewhere between 30 seconds and 45 seconds. Create your own video. Send your own personal message to Brendan. Tell him who you are. Say hello. Tell him what part of the world that you are from. Send him a personal message. What we then want you to do is we want you to submit those videos to an email that we've set up specially for this. Brendan's Brigade.
Brendan's Brigade.
At gmail.com. That's where we want you to send your email, your little videos that you've made with your friends on your pieces of, you know, expensive kit. Send it to us. And what we will do is we will try to create enough interest to produce a program or a short film for YouTube every week. And it will be a montage of everyone's little 30 to 45 second video that they've shot on their camera, sent to us. We put it all together, bang, and we're going to weigh it in. And we're going to see if we can kind of get the message out to Brendan that people really do care around the world. And it's not just, you know, the odd letter that he's getting or anything else, because it's easier now to make a video and send it than it is to write a letter and send it. So send it to us, we'll put it all together and we'll see to it that the word will get to Brendan. And show not just Brendan, but show Governor Evers that there are people around the world. We do exist and we want to make a bit of noise and let the world know that we're upset with what's happened to Brendan, because it's wrong what's happened to Brendan, and we think it should end. So, you know, let's see if we can do that.
That's
Make
right.
your videos, send them to us. Sorry, brendansbrigade at gmail.com. We will try to put them all together and make them interesting. And no rude for videos, please. We don't need any of your kind of Playboy channel stuff. All right, just leave that out of it, right? You know. But make your videos, send them to us, and we'll see if we can put something together and make it worth the while, make it worth the trouble. Thank you for that. Thank you very much.
Sorry, Val. My fingers never won a spelling bee, so I did spell it wrong. I'm looking at it now, and as you see, I got glasses, and I was trying to do this. Whatever excuse, I'm a bad speller. Somebody will please put it out there correctly for me. There you go. Jinx did it. Thank you very much. And that's, you know, another thing that we get at Low Budget Linda Productions. For sure, you get that kind of stuff, you know. And yes, Jamie, he is an idiot for not looking at Brendan. An idiot. All these people up in that, you know, government offices up there are idiots if they do not see that Brendan is completely 1,000%
absolutely innocent. There's no way that boy should be in prison. Never in your life.
There you are, honey. I don't know what happened to you, but
hey, it's me. It's my internet.
And you know, mine's doing kind of funny stuff too. So we'll just have to Low Budget Linda Productions. Just stay tuned. Something bound to happen, you know. But that's what we're going to do. I think it's an excellent idea. to get some positive weekly messages out for Brendan to, and everybody, say his name, talk about him every day.
Great. It would be great if we could kind of, engage people more, give them a sense of, give them the feeling that they're able to get their message over and be part of something. We want to create something that gets really big. Obviously, there's no credit to be taken by anybody. It's a collective effort from everyone. And everyone deserves the equal kind of dose for it. So, it's just an idea. If we can get it off the ground and create something with it, then, we might be able to take all sorts of screenshots, print them out. I mean, Becca would help us out with that. I'm not tech savvy, so I wouldn't know where to start with that. But Becca would be able to kind of, create stuff for us and by via printer and just get it off to Brendan and show Brendan what's happening. He'd love it. He'd absolutely love it.
And that's why me and Becca show. We don't do much. We just talk about what we're going to do for the upcoming week for Brendan. Hi, Barb. What we're going to talk, like what his next Be Brendan Brave Saturday is. And we give the addresses. And look, Barb, where is it? I'm writing to Brendan. I'm pretty proud of myself, actually. I was scared to before, but it was really easy. And I can't wait for him to get my letter. And that's what we do, Sean. And now you're just making more awareness. There's an email where they can attach it to, put it on a channel, and it's all positive. Just talk. Get these people to hear his name, talk about his story, and show them how innocent he is. That's what it's
all about.
That's right.
We want to get people talking about Brendan all the time, because it's not, what happened to him isn't an everyday situation. It doesn't happen very often, but in his case, it's bad. What happened to him is really bad, and it's it's inexcusable what those men have done to that boy. It really is absolutely despicable what they've done to that child. And
it's hard for us to remember. Everybody says boy, and I try to correct him because he is a man now. I'm not trying to correct, but you got to kind of put him up in the forefront, and he's a man now, and he needs to be out, with his mother. His mother a hug and help him go fishing with her, or carry her groceries, or just sit down and talk to her, whatever, but play a game. He deserves
the boy deserves to feel something other than the four walls closing in around him, because he doesn't deserve that. That's right. Brendan hasn't done anything to deserve that. And anyone who thinks he has needs a checkup from the neck up.
A checkup from
they're crazy.
That's right.
Brendan hasn't done nothing to nobody. And he deserves freedom.
Yes, he does.
He deserves his freedom.
And me and Becca are still thinking about going in October, if the COVID thing lets us, and we can get the permits. We're going to be right on that governor's doorsteps with the sign.
Well, I've got some ideas about that I'll share with you, Linda, as well, actually.
Because he does need to come home to his family. Not only does he need it, but his family needs it too, and his community needs people. Everyone like
needs it. His community need it more than anybody, but Brendan, yeah.
Brendan's an unselfish person. He's got a heart of gold. He wants to fix everybody's health, for Christ's sakes, if he had a superpower. What more selfless can you be? So his community could do for somebody like Brendan in it. You know what I mean? Don't you think, Becca?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I could see Brendan working with kids on baseball or, whatever. I just could see him doing.
He would just. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know he's not. I know he's not particularly bright. I know he's got his GED and all the rest of it, and he might not be up to much in an office or even answering the phone. But let me tell you something. Brendan's got a lot to offer. He's got a big heart, and he's an example to the world. Really, he's taken all of this on the chin. He's never fucking complained. Sorry about my language. He's never bitched, and he's never really reared up about it. I'd be screaming from the fucking rafters. There wouldn't be a minute's place in any prison that I was in. Do you know what I mean? And he's a
I don't know how either, but he's
shown them. He's in my view, he's shown all them good, honest, hard-working, straight coppers what a real man is all about. Yeah, yep. And he
does. I mean, with his attitude, I think life is bad out here. What right do I have to complain about anything I have when Brendan is there and doesn't have any of his freedoms, and he's still positive? You know, it makes you take a look at yourself, and that's a good thing.
It's heartbreaking to see the way he just cracks someone with a smile, and oh, you know, I'll try not to give you a hard day. I'll just sit over here and that's brilliant. You know what I mean? It's just it's fucking heartbreaking to see.
Everybody give Tracy's new pot. She put out a podcast.
Local girl.
It's great.
C. O'Brien, hi.
Really good. Yes.
I believe the last episode too was she just finished the last episode of this season where
every one of them. It's so much love.
Yeah. I hope that she can.
Oh no. Am I freezing up again?
Yeah.
Low budget Linda. I'm sorry.
They keep falling off the edge of the world, Linda. What's going on? Did you pay the electric bill or so, you know?
You're just froze, honey, but I can hear your voice. We won't be on long, you know, because our internets are going low budget, way low budget Linda tonight.
For me, it's very it's me this time. My internet's not working, my phone isn't cooperating.
Okay, well, go ahead, Becca. We'll shut up.
No. I don't even know what I was saying. You guys continue.
Linda,
I think we're
help me out here.
Talking about how hopeful he is, and you know, I'm very hopeful for him. And I really think all of us should be making an uproar and talk. You know, that's why I asked Becca to do this with me, was because nobody was out here talking about Brendan outside of the case. And
how anyone can think,
you know,
I mean, and I'm just going by what we've seen of him in his court appearances and that kind of thing, right?
Yeah, we've all seen it.
I'm wondering, how can anybody think that lad is capable of the things that Ken Kratz said they done? It is just unbelievable. Just hang on a minute. You're saying what? That boy did what? It's like, you're mad.
Yeah. I do not see it. I see him bringing a lot of joy to his community.
I'm telling you, he's a good guy. He is. And if he was given an opportunity and he just the lad just needs one opportunity. That's it. He'd thrive whatever it was that he put his hand to or that he tried, he'd thrive at. He'd go at it, he'd study it, and you know, that's Brendan for you, because he's the boy needs to be given his chance to live. He had that stolen from him when he was 16 years old. That can't be right. It can't be right. I mean, you got protesters out on the streets at the moment killing each other, Black Lives Matter and politics and all the rest of it. Look, forget that shit. You've got innocent kids doing life sentences in prison. Sort them out. You've got bigger problems than your political crap at the moment, yeah? Be much bigger problems. And they need to be addressed. People can't keep running away from this Brendan Dassey shit. Oh, well, he done it, you know, he's where he belongs. He fucking is not where he belongs. He belongs out on the street at home with his family. Where he belongs. It's where he belongs.
Yep. And he always has belonged there. And I think they all knew this too. So, you know.
Even the guys that he's locked up with, they all know that he didn't do this. They all know. And I know they all know. They all know.
If you haven't heard.
I've been where he is. And I know I'm 4,000 miles away. I've never met the lad. But I know he didn't do it. I know he didn't do it. No way on this earth.
Great. And
the malice and the spite and the hatred that has been thrown down on Brendan Dassey by people like Kratz, and Schimmel. Schimmel's even worse. Schimmel ain't what a lowlife. He gets other people to do it for him. He's a long, nasty piece of work.
As you can see, Sean is a very big supporter of Brendan, and he really, I love his idea. So, brendansbrigade at gmail.com.
Yeah. There. It's all there.
It's
So
in the
send your videos
description.
here. Send your videos here. Become a movie star on YouTube. Send your videos.
30 seconds or less video with your
The
phone.
more fun they are, the better.
And we're going to make a
Thank
stream.
you. Thank you.
Yep.
That
And
would
we're
be
gonna
so great. It'd keep 1 or 2 idle layabouts. It'd give us something to do for half an hour or so, break the boredom, you know what I mean? You know what I mean.
Yep. So see, there's a lot of people jumping on board. So actually, I really am proud of me and Becca for doing this, because
I'm proud of you, because you're solid, girl. You're Trojans. You're up there. You're soldiering on. You refuse to let the feeling die, and that's good on you. Good on you.
I try.
Cozy, Richard would be Cozy, he'd be right there with you right now. He'd be beside you, like he always was. And yeah.
Well, I get a hug
carry
from
on. Solid.
If he hugs his mom, then it's going to be a good hug, because his mom gave me a hell of a hug, and I'll never forget it. So I mean,
they all need a break. The Averys, Brendan's mum, they all need a rest from this. They've suffered enough. Brendan needs to come home. I'm joining in a little campaign at the moment to send a daily tweet to Governor Evers to ask him to reconsider Brendan's case on its merits. I'm engaging in that at the moment. I'm not sure how long I can keep it up, because I'll be honest with you,
join that Zap. And I got to tell you, Barb, I don't hate people neither, but people like that, you can't have no kind of love for them or any kind of compassion, because they don't have any. None. They have none. I wonder how they look at their children if they have them.
My oath. I don't know how they could possibly have done that. How they done that to Brendan was just.
I get so
crazy,
angry.
Man. How did they lie?
Right. And this is supposed to be positive. So, okay. So we're going to make video of it. We're going to give Brendan some obscure or fun facts about us as a person, or something they know, or of a place, or where did snow come from, or something, whatever that is. And the Zap mail, read under the hood, see the or go listen to the podcast from Tracy Keogh. Beautifully done. Really, really beautifully done.
I do also want to mention real quickly, she's planning on doing a Zap here soon.
Okay.
Because there's an anniversary of something coming up. I can't look on Twitter to
the submission. I believe it's the submission. It's the anniversary of the submission.
Yeah.
For the permission of clemency, for the petition of clemency. Yeah, for clemency.
I think it's coming up in the next 2 or 3 days. So if everyone wants to participate in that Zap campaign, now's the time to get.
Well, I've tried. I've tried registering at the email address given it, but you won't let me in for some reason. I don't know if it's just me or if I'm stupid, but you know what, I'm not.
Yep, there's
you can always message her on Twitter and make sure that your email got through.
I will try. Yes, I will try.
Yeah. But even if you don't necessarily, it's basically it's usually around the same time every day, and you basically just send
storm, like a tweet storm,
So, even if you're not particularly a part of her list of, if you want to send an email around the same time.
Yep.
Just join. Just tweet as much as you can too about Brendan. Talk about him in grocery stores. Get bracelets. I wear mine. Never take my bracelet.
Yeah,
off.
I'm actually wearing my shirt, but you can't see it.
Yeah, but I need to get a shirt. I haven't done that yet, but I wrote my letter. I wear my bracelet. I talk about him every week. I will be writing to him, and I talk to everybody that will listen. Everybody. I mean, people get so sick of talking.
Yeah.
About, well, we're going to talk about Brendan.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty much the same way. Almost everyone that knows me in my personal life knows what I do for Brendan, and yeah.
And they know me now too, because they're all like, my mom goes, "What are you doing today?" Oh, tonight's Friday. Brendan's thing, right? I said, "Yep." And my mom's 78, just got on. She goes, "Well, I know it's on Friday." So, yeah, people are starting to listen to us and watch us, and it's, for me, it's not. I'm not about numbers, but I would really like a lot of numbers with this because it's very important. It's about Brendan. So the more people that hear about it, have availability to his addresses and the things that we're doing for him, the better. That's what I think. Even if it is in the low budget productions, you know.
It's all about creating a conversation. And if you only get talking to one person who didn't know the name Brendan Dassey before, do you know what I mean? Sooner or later, you're going to, because there are lots of people out there. So Brendan Dassey, who's he? Have you not seen Making a Murderer? Making a Murderer, what's that? And I'm like, blimey, here we go. You know, there's a few out there. So if you only manage to educate one person a day, that's you know, that's a better situation, because you never know who that person is that you're waking up to the story. And if they could be anyone. And if they're in America, they might just be the right person working in the right department and in the right office as a secretary for someone. They go in, they start giving it down their bosses here the following morning. No, get off your ass and do something about this. Things happen. Strange things have happened at sea. You never know.
That's right. And you know what? Yeah. You get one person to write him a letter a week, one person, another person.
Absolutely.
People
absolutely.
To somebody, they'll tell two people, then they'll tell two people. Like that old commercial for your hair, washing your hair. You do it, and it all catches on. And that's all we're trying to do, is just bring more awareness.
And I'll tell you why, because Brendan's worth it. Brendan is worth it.
Oh my God,
they all thought that he had no value when they condemned him to a life sentence behind bars. They thought he was just a useless piece of trailer trash. Well, let me tell you, Brendan's more than that. Brendan is so much more than that. Yeah. He shows good men what being good is all about, really. Yeah.
They could take a lesson for sure.
He makes me, I'll tell you what, he shames me. I thought I had problems. I look at Brendan and I wonder how does that boy survive?
Yeah.
Because I don't think I could do it. I'll tell you what, he makes me feel bad. He shames me, the boy, and I'm like, can't help it. Like I said, it's sad. It's sad. It's a dreadful story what's happened to Brendan. He should never be there, and I would so much love to see him get out. For him, not to see the state suffer necessarily, because and don't get me wrong, they deserve to suffer for what they done to that boy. But I just want Brendan out. Get him out, because that's the most important thing. Don't crush that boy's spirit. Get him out while he's still got a spirit.
Yeah.
Very good.
There's nothing else in this world that I want other than him free.
Yes, me
Get
too.
him out. He doesn't belong behind bars and bricks. It's not the place for Brendan. It's not.
That's right. And you're right, Jake. There are a lot of Brendans in the world that we don't know their story.
Yeah, and they shouldn't be there. It's Brendan. You know, we go on about Brendan because really and truly, he's the one who's foremost in all of our minds because of Netflix Making a Murderer. But look, what can you do? You can only go by what you know. If we was to go into this just in the United States, there would probably be hundreds of people like Brendan in prisons up and down the country, and they're not known because they're treated like dirty little secrets swept under a carpet by prosecution departments who have played dirty to put them in prison in the first place. So get out there. Get out there. Start looking through the records and check these cases. Find out about these kids who were sentenced whilst they're under 18 years old. Make sure, go through the cases yourselves. Make sure that there's everything good about them. And if there's something that stinks out to you as being not right, then raise your voice about it. Get involved. Get involved in your justice system. It's yours. You don't know when you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Oh, I
make sure you want to. If you, sorry,
is a very good person, loving, caring, kind, and everything.
Yeah, I know he is. I know he is.
I feel that,
I know he is.
And yes, he is a handsome, tall. He's a big boy.
He's a big lad. He's a big lad. He's a big lad. Yeah, he is a big lad. He's a bit of a lump. I mean, he's 5 foot kind of across the shoulders, you know.
Right. You hear about Brendan's story because of making a murderer, but the stories we don't hear, Brendan is also their hope too. If we can
Brendan
get him
should be the figurehead.
that we're not his, then we can help other people get out too. You got to start somewhere. And Brendan being well known, I mean, they already say this is what you do not do, but yet they keep him in there. Which
that is just insane.
So
that is just utterly insane.
You know,
the departments up and down the country are all screaming like, you know, look at this kid. You know, they've got him in a box. He's like a rat up with his back against the wall. He's got nowhere to turn. They've given him no option other than to comply with what they want.
Right.
It's as simple as that. It's not an interview. It's not an interrogation.
His name is O. And there is not a hell hot enough for that man. That man, I would, you know what? I don't wish bad on nobody, but that
there is a hell hot enough, but he'd have to come over here because it's in my garage.
I don't like him at all.
I'd make it warm for him. Don't worry about that.
You're right, Margaret. He would be a great ambassador for innocence because he is 100% innocent. He never did a damn thing except for say their words because they.
Of course, he's innocent. What do you think he is? Really?
Yeah, right.
I mean, come on, really?
Beck, are you still there, honey? Or are you still just froze?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm here. I'm just listening to you guys talk.
Talk over each other.
Great ambassador for innocence. I'll tell you what, he would make a great ambassador for the UN. He'd make a great child protection ambassador. Yeah. He'd make a figurehead for youth justice organisations all over the world. Yeah. Brendan would make a great ambassador for all sorts of stuff. He's got a beautiful heart. He's just, you can see it in him. He's just got it. He hasn't got it in him to be a bad lad. So for them to say that he done all those horrible things, no, he didn't. Never in your life.
Brendan's already.
I've never met the lad. I know he didn't do it. It's as simple.
Brendan's already made changes because people see what that read technique does. They've seen through his confession what not to do. So Brendan is making changes, even being where he's at, and that's a beautiful thing. But why can't he do it while he's out? So let's get him out so he can do more.
Yeah, that's right. So, you know, let's just get him out.
Yeah,
I do think that when he gets out, he is more interested in doing work in video games.
He'd probably be great at it.
Yeah,
I think he'd be a great. You know what? I think he'd be a great video game tester.
His butt on him.
Yeah.
I think he'd make an ideal tester. They bring out a new game, they give it to Brendan, he plays it to death, and he says, "Nah, it's no good. Give me the next one." Bang, play. Yeah, that's a good one. Let's give me the next one. Bang. It's a great video game.
Turn Pokemon into a whole new thing.
You'd make millions.
I know. I think actually he would probably be like if I could see him when he gets out doing one of those YouTube things where he plays video games and you know what I mean? Or like a Twitch thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He'd probably be a video, what is that? The programmer that makes those things, you know, makes the characters and things. He might not be able to do technical stuff, but his imagination would, you know what I mean? You know, he's actually
he's really he is smart, and I think if he really wanted to, he could actually learn how to program video games.
Probably.
You know what I mean? So I could see him doing it. Honestly, like I could see him being a video game creator even. Yeah. But
humble. I mean, I listened
it'd certainly be the kind of imagination that you would need to come up with the concept of the game. It'd be able to give you the idea out of his, and you know, you'd get other people who are more technically adept at that stuff, and they'd be able to create a code to make that happen on a screen, kind of thing. So he would be a great, or a conceptualist, I suppose, or a concept designer or whatever,
Yeah, because he has like a fantastic memory. Like it's ridiculous how good his memory is, and so that's what I mean by like I think he could actually like come up with and he's actually really good at math too. So
I'm good at. I can't spell for diddlies, but I love
diddly
math.
square. No, Linda, it's squat, love. It's squat, not squid. It's squat.
Yeah, I can't even do math in my head. But there were times where he could like just pull out and do it all in his head, and I'm like, that's pretty impressive, honestly.
I can't do it with a calculator.
I've never won a spelling bee. They've never entered a spelling bee or won one. So
yeah,
he's in this.
But yeah, I could definitely see him having like a really good career in video gaming design and playing it, or like what Jinx said, Twitch TV or something like that, where people subscribe to watch him play it. Like I could see him making a good career out of that. So
he had to play the games. I just got my Wii set up and I haven't played it in like since it came out.
Let me tell you, like I've had like these games that I've been meaning to play, but I can't play because I have no internet. So I'm kind of like,
ooh, you're gonna be painting tonight.
Yeah, pretty much. That's why I've been painting a lot, because I'm like, I have nothing else to do. What am I gonna do?
I know one of them sold when I watched you.
Yeah, here, here's the two that I finished recently.
Let me push you out and you come right back in, then I'll be able to see you, okay? Okay, out, and let me see, kick from studio. Okay, and then she'll come back in. Becca is removed from the studio. Do you want her to? No, I do not. I just want her out. Just go out and come back in. Can you do that? Because I'm afraid to ban you. Yeah, Becca, you. Because then you'll come back in. Yeah. I'm afraid to do it. I would hate to. I don't know how to do all that. See, I don't know technical all that crap neither, but goodbye.
You do all right, better than I do.
Yes. There you are. Oh, good. We can move.
Oh,
here I am.
Okay, I'm gonna be quiet. You do your talking.
No, I'm just saying, like, this is one that I just did. And this is the other one that I just finished too. They're for sale if anybody wants to buy one. Linda, you're muted.
You're muted, Linda. Oh.
Yes. Vote for Linda for president, you betcha.
But yeah, no, totally. Like, these are for sale and the money goes straight to Brendan. Someone just bought a painting. Actually, two people bought a painting, one the other day and then one today. So he already got $15 from one of them.
Cool.
Yeah.
That is
so
great.
You do really well with that, actually. I think it's amazing what you do with that. You've put so much time and effort into it, and fair play to you.
Sign up on
yeah.
Well done. I'm glad, it's good that you're as successful as you are. It shows that people care.
Yeah. So, and honest, like I say, if you have something that you're good at, and you want to try to use it, so I feel very blessed that I
exploit it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Capitalize on it. Yeah. Make it work for you.
Talk to people, so I'm doing it. I'm living my best life.
Yeah.
I don't see an awful lot of profit in making noise, but I'm going to see if I can make a bit of noise for Brendan and, kick up a bit of stink and see if we can make the awareness spread around a little bit and wake some people up. Get people talking about him. I want to,
you can come back.
I wanted to make Brendan as popular in America like a missing kid picture on the side of a milk carton. I want Brendan talked about at every breakfast table in America. Do you know what I mean? It needs to be. It's around people around the world making noise is one thing, but the people who matter in America aren't interested in other people from around the world. The noise needs to come from within the United States. You need to let your politicians and your leaders know that you are not happy with your justice systems, but the noise needs to come from the American people.
I think we're doing it the wrong way.
Well, we said no. You feel it's difficult trying to come up with initiatives that haven't been done yet, and new ideas and get new projects. It's just coming up with the very concept of it. It's really difficult, and
if me walking
it's been tried.
One finger would get Brendan out, I would do it. And I'm scared tonight, but I would climb the tallest building and hang there from a thread, and
I was willing, don't get. I got away with a little bit of stuff, so there's some stuff that I didn't go to prison for. You know what I mean? So I would willingly swap. I would willingly swap places with Brendan because he doesn't belong there. He's a kid, he was kidnapped out of his class, man, by two big burly cops. That's an evil man. He's evil. He's not, and they gave him awards for what they done to that kid. It's disgraceful, man.
Every one of them need to be.
What kind of way does your moral compass put? Do you even have a moral?
They don't have one. Sean, they do
evil men. They are evil, bad men. What they've done, they can't. How they look at their kids across the breakfast table, I don't know. Make my skin fucking crawl.
They'll have to pay in their afterlife. They'll have to talk to their child. So that's on them. We can do what we can do for Brendan.
Evil men. Evil men.
Anybody has an idea, like me and Becca have said before, you like to come up and talk about it. You're more than welcome to Sean. He's starting
get a message out there.
And he'll be back to tell us about it because he's got a lot more going on up in that little wizard head of his. But he's not going to.
That's you know me well, girl. You know me. That's it. That's it. Send your videos here. Yeah, go on.
There you go.
If we can put a smile on some people's faces.
I'll have to do that tonight for you. Okay.
There you go. Got one already.
Cool.
Yep.
Cool.
So that's all I got to say. How about
Linda?
you,
Becca?
No, that's all I got. So.
And Sean, you'll be back.
I'm really happy.
Oh, you can bet your life on that, darling. I'm not ready to give up the ghost just yet. Don't you worry about that. All right.
Low budget.
Love you, Linda.
You got to come.
I'm really glad that you joined us, Sean.
Yes.
Thank you, Becca. I'll tell you what, I've got to let you have it though, because you put me right on the spot last week. And as soon as you mentioned, we'll have Wizard on next week, I'm like, oh my God, where can I hide? Oh, what do I do now? I haven't got any hair. Look, I had it cut off. I've been trying to pull it out, thinking, I was going to swim the Atlantic and fucking strangle you. I'm growling now. Look, no, don't. Oh, Becca, it's been a pleasure. And Linda, I love coming on and aggravating the pair of you, really, didn't you?
Okay, guys. Like I said,
thank you very much. Thanks for having me on.
Podcast. Talk about Brendan. Make your video and give it to Sean because he's got a lot.
Thank you.
There. So there you go. And Becca, always a pleasure. I love you, dear.
Yeah.
Keep painting.
Yep.
And we'll talk to you soon. Barb, thank you very much for being here.
Guys.
I love seeing
Thanks everyone in the chat. I know I haven't been able to keep up with it because I'm just not at it.
You'll get it. It's very
Thank you all very much. Send your videos into brendansbrigade@gmail.com.
Yep. brendansbrigade@gmail.com. Thank you, every single one of you, for coming here and write to Brendan. Do your part. We're very, very glad to have you. I am extremely happy to have you. I know Becca is too. But like I said, everybody be kind and keep others in mind. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.